morning. It's a brand new work day.
And of course,
new week.
Yep, we like to share our mornings with you. It's always a pleasure being here.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see two guys.
Yeah, I'm also surprised.
It's one of those things.
It happens.
Yeah.
So there was a time they had a Women's Day or something. It was all
ladies. All women, all ladies.
So this is us
ladies.
saying that male power is still something.
Yeah, nice one. Now, good morning to you. Welcome to a fresh episode of Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Yomi Hope.
I'm Mike Mesikeno. We're streaming live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Of course, we're also on social media. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria to send in comments to us. Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. That's the hashtag.
That's true. Our app is also available. You can download the app on both Android and iOS Play Store. And you can watch us anywhere in the world once you have internet connection.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about what we're going to be having for you today.
We have our first musical performance from indigenous rapper Young Crown.
For optimal health and knowledge, we have dermatologist Isima Shobande joining us to talk about managing skin acne.
And then it's on to another music performance, this time from gospel singer and songwriter Bimri the Great.
You are the most high, you are the
And then Mike will be joined by on-air personality Aman Cash for updates in the world of entertainment. When I saw this video, I was like, what? A long way to go for many people.
Yep. Yeti Williams of Lagos Moms will be joining us on parenting to discuss the importance of creativity in parenting. That's something, creativity in parenting.
Creativity, yeah. And lastly, we will be meeting award-winning Nigerian actor and model Emmanuel Mobile.
Wow.
Tuesday morning is wet in some areas of Lagos.
It is. Started,
was it raining in your area?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Started drizzling a little bit early, and then it was vacillating up and down, drizzle, rain.
It's heavy on some portions of the third mainland bridge, just some portions. The first portion.
So there's been a talk about climate change and all of that.
Yeah.
Normally, by this time of the year, shouldn't the rains be sizzling out? Say about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years, 15 years
It should be
ago.
easing off. It's usually heavy. It's usually heaviest in September.
Exactly.
But this year it was, light in September, and so that's why I think it's spilling over into October.
And it's funny that someone like
it's climate change, yeah.
Yeah, someone like Trump doesn't. As a man, that guy is just. He doesn't think climate change is anything to bother about. As much as we can see a lot of things. I mean, glaciers are melting.
Yeah.
Ice is melting around the world. You have, there are longer times when it's hotter. Rains are falling much more and all of that.
Hottest temperatures this year and last year. So definitely things are changing. So everybody, all around us.
I mean, that's why I give a shout out to those who are eco-friendly. There's a friend of mine who I hope to get here someday. She's actually in the US now. She just finished the Gatekeepers conference with Bill Gates. She was there. Environment is also one of the SDG goals for the United Nations and all of that. So she went there. And she has been doing a lot when it comes to the environment, so taking care of the environment in her own little way, cleaning up beaches, ensuring that recyclable products are actually gotten out of. So you see plastics, you don't just throw them anywhere. You put them, they can recycle them. Little things like that.
Yeah. There are several organizations that are doing work in that area. There's one organization called We Cyclers. So We Cyclers basically they do advocacy, and they also work with different organizations to get recyclable waste. So whether it's plastic, paper, cardboards, and things like that, so that they can separate.
I was going on the express. I think it was 2 days ago. I saw this very big trailer, and I saw like 5 bags. Like when I mean massive, each one's as big as this couch of plastic. And I said, yes, that is what we should be doing.
Exactly. So
recycling, getting all these products and separating them. So I think it was one time when we had Ugochi on the show when she told us about waste bins, the kind of waste bins we should have in our house.
Yeah.
So even if it's one waste bin, you can separate it with nylons into 3, different, holes, and say, okay, this one is for plastics, this one is for organic material. So this is for inorganic, maybe food and all of that. So you put them differently. So that when it's time, you take the plastic to a particular place and all that. I think that's something that we can
It's one of the things, I know that it's one of the things that these guys were trying to achieve. What's the name again? this waste management company that the former governor, Visionscape.
Visionscape.
So they were trying to do something like that.
Okay.
So if a Visionscape truck comes to your house,
Okay.
depending on what so you didn't even have to take it anywhere. Once they come to your house, if you've packed your plastic in a particular place, they will take it and put it somewhere else. And but that didn't work out. It was way too expensive for them to run.
For them to hold and put up all those things.
Because you know, Lagos is generating way too much waste for you to now be slowly trying to sort them out,
man.
Yeah,
like, man, waste is in different ways. Like, there's this trash can in my compound where once there's just so much waste, rodents and all that, you're more susceptible to rodents.
Exactly. So, yeah. Anyway, we do have to go to the news now. There are a couple of things that are trending that I wanted us to talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
But we'll talk about it maybe during
definitely.
Doing coffee this morning.
Yeah. So Ilama is on standby for the news.
All right, welcome to the news. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari is set to disclose his administration's fiscal plan for next year. The federal cabinet has finished work on the document and it will be laid before the National Assembly on Tuesday. TVC News House State House correspondent Femi Akonde tells us about the outcome of the council meeting.
The 2020 appropriation bill was the only item on the agenda of the extraordinary session of the cabinet. As it stands now, the preparation for next year's budget is complete, and this might get an early approval and a quick start on implementation. But at the end of the council meeting, mum was the word. Cabinet members are keeping the outcome close to their chest, perhaps to avoid preempting Mr. President's presentation of the document at a joint session of the National Assembly on Tuesday. Already the medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper is an indicator of how the federal government intends to fund the budget. But President Muhammadu Buhari will have to tell federal lawmakers how much each sector will get and also the parameters for enhancing economic growth and development. Legislators have also jacked up the 10 trillion naira budget with an additional 729 billion naira. The Senate also adopted $55 per barrel as crude oil benchmark. The exchange rate was pegged at 305 naira to $1 to ensure economic stability. There was also an increase in the revenue target of the Nigerian Customs Service from 492.6 billion naira to 1.5 trillion naira. There was also a forecast on daily crude oil production at 2.18 million barrels per day. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
Now, this is not the best of times for Boniface Igbeneghu as a lecturer at the University of Lagos. Now, he's indicted in a sex demand scandal exposed by a documentary produced by the BBC.
Of this night, lock the door. I kiss you for a minute.
On camera, luring a 17-year-old girl to an inappropriate situation. His employers, the University of Lagos, has suspended Dr. Igbeneghu, and his church, Foursquare Bible Church, ordered him to step down. This is not the first time sex for marks or favors are exposed in a Nigerian university. In June last year, a professor at the University of Ife, Richard Akindele, was dismissed and years of academic excellence wasted because he was found guilty of demanding sexual reward for unmerited grades. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari has tasked the Nigerian Armed Forces to inject more technological expertise in the war against enemies of peace. He gave the charge at the peeping ceremony of 111 commissioned officers cadets in the Air Force in Kaduna. The president was represented by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Gabriel Olonishakin. He noted that the Armed Forces has recorded several feats against enemies of the Nigerian state.
Your approach to our security challenges should be ingenious, taking advantage of applications in the digital era to win the war alongside use of sophisticated arsenals. As newly commissioned officers, I want you to ingrain in your mind that you are commissioned to serve in the military of a great nation.
Rwandan police have arrested a U.S. pastor as he was about to conduct a news conference in Kigali. Evangelist Greg Scoff was arrested for holding what police called an illegal meeting with journalists. It is believed he planned to criticize the Rwandan government for shutting down his radio station and his church. The Amazing Grace radio station was banned last year after it broadcast a sermon that described women as evil. And the church was closed in February for failing to comply with building regulations and for noise pollution. The Joint Health Sector Unions, Johesu of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology Teaching Hospital Osogbo, wants governments of Osun and Oyo states, who are the joint owners of the institution, to resolve the lingering crisis rocking it to avert an industrial action. At the news conference where the union made its position on the crisis known in Osogbo, the chairman of the union, Muyiwa Moronikeji, disclosed that Osun state government had solely been responsible for the financial obligations of Lautech of the teaching hospital in Osogbo since 2013. He maintained that Osun state government is committed to the ethics of joint ownership, such that the staff members of the health institutions comprised of indigents of Oyo and Osun states without any form of discrimination and intimidation. He argued that the joint ownership of the university was a product of law, which will require legal review for any of the owner states to ensure smooth running of the health institution. Nigerian youth have been advised to closely screen offers for job vacancies abroad before accepting them. This admonition was given by the Director General of the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, Julie Okandunli, during a courtesy visit to TVC Communications in Lagos. This courtesy is happening at a time that the nation is worried about the sudden rise in the rate of baby factories. NAPTIP has rescued more than 16,000 victims of trafficking, and some have been trained through universities in Nigeria. Director General of NAPTIP, Julie Okandunli, says the agency is planning to convene a national summit against the baby factory trend and rape. Directors from the award-winning broadcast station assures the agency of sustained support in combating the incidences of trafficking in the nation. The exchange of prisoners between the Katsina state government and the repentant bandits group has so far led to the release of over 70 people without ransom being paid. This is considered one of the major successes of the ongoing dialogue between the state and bandits to put an end to security challenges posed by the criminal groups. TVC News correspondent Abdulatif Yusuf reports that those released on Saturday night were women kidnapped from Jibia local government area.
The arrival of the last set of kidnapped victims include a woman who gave birth to a baby girl while in captivity. The experience they share shows the difficult condition they have to endure at the bandits' camp.
We have been in captivity for 46 days at a location we didn't even know. We had no food to eat or proper hygiene. We were treated like animals and asked to take our bath once in a while.
The bandits invaded our village in the night and took us along. It was a terrible experience because we were subjected to beatings every day. We thank God we are out alive.
Governor Aminu Bello Masari received them at the government house, assuring them that normalcy will soon be restored in full across the state.
The next step is try to sort out those Nigerians, bandits that are in Nigeria, so that they go back to their country, and this meeting will commence on Tuesday. If we are successful in getting rid of the Nigerian bandits in the Nigerian forest, we now start to discuss the issue of rehabilitation and disarmament.
People are gradually returning to the ancestral lands they once fled. Certainly, the last 2 months has been a period for negotiations and counter-negotiations between Katsina State government and the bandit groups, which has led to the release of over 70 people who have been under captive in the hands of the bandits. Now, the state is determined to see that normalcy has returned in all the places, particularly the 8 frontline local governments in the state, where people can go about their normal businesses, and indications shows that a lot is being achieved in this direction. Abdulatif Yusuf, TVC News, Katsina.
Well, that's it on the news update for this hour. We'll take the breather and return with sports news with Mike Mexicano.
Mike. We're starting with the Daily Sun this morning with the headline, Nigeria's poverty situation worsens. Oxfam putting 94 million people in extreme poverty. Our nation's wealth in hands of few, Buhari says. And up here we have a couple of stories. 2023, Igbo leaders shop for presidential candidate. Nwodo, Mbazulike, Amechi, Nwayaun, others meet. Something that's been trending for a few days now. Sex for grade, Unilag Foursquare Church axe lecturer. Don caught on video sexually harassing students. And Sanwo-Olu honors police officer for using personal funds to save robbery victim. And minimum wage, NLC asks federal government to put smiles on workers' faces. And Lagos workers push for 50,000 naira. Wow. And finally, governors now afraid of organizing flamboyant parties, Magu says. And that's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun.
Okay, I'll kick off from this day. And we have here 2 months after Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina account gains of amnesty for bandits. And the riders underneath say attacks subside, 477 hostages released, 218 guns, including AK-47 SMG surrendered, and Kaduna orders yet to implement deal. We also have here on the picture story the Minister of Police Affairs, Minister of Health, and Chief of Staff to the President during a special meeting of the Federal Executive Council in Abuja. Labour gives the federal government and states October 31 ultimatum to pay new minimum wage, as you can see there. And right beneath the paper flag there, analysts back Buhari's call for homegrown solutions to Nigeria's challenges. Targeted reforms, tough decisions needed to fix economy, says Ahmed. That's the annotation there. And top of the paper, with 2 PSB licenses, telcos set to deepen CBN's financial inclusion. All of this on the front page of this day.
Yeah, we've got Nigerian Tribune here speaking about the minimum wage. All categories of workers must be paid by end of October, Labour says. Once end to consequential salary adjustment, vows to picket recalcitrant employers. Nigerian banks, greatest culprits against decent jobs, TUC says. And up here, Buhari presents 10.7 trillion naira 2020 budget to National Assembly today. And Bayelsa Guba, Dixon wants INEC security agents neutrality. PDP flags off campaign, receives defectors. Ogun raises 1 billion naira to fight insecurity. Southwest states set up a Motekun patrol outfit. Few people in 5 states holding Nigeria's wealth, Buhari laments. And a national outcry over Unilag, sex for mark scandal. University, church suspend probe lecturer. It's an epidemic, Atiku says. A couple of other writers there. That's what we have on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune.
And on to the Vanguard. We can see here at 25th NESG, few people in 5 states and FCT own Nigeria's wealth. That is from the President Buhari. The writer there says, we must promote inclusiveness for collective prosperity. In fact, reports have it that Nigeria is now 94% in extreme poverty, you understand? 94 million, pardon me.
94 million,
94
yes.
million people are now in extreme poverty, okay? And of course, you can see the picture story there. That's the president, the governor of Ekiti State. The other picture just by the right there, Global Maritime Security Conference. And Sanwo-Olu honors DPO, that's bottom left corner there, for using personal resources to save robbery victims' life. Obaseki Oshomale's face-off splits APC governors and NAS leadership. My second term not negotiable, Obaseki. Why we won't release asset declarations of Buhari, Oshibanjo and others. That's from the CCB chairman. FG set to tackle maritime security in Gulf of Guinea. Top right corner there, we can see E-Daily. Fans react as Tiwa Savage shares raunchy photos. All of this on the front page of the Vanguard.
Yeah, that's about all that we can take on the newspaper headlines for this hour. We'll be back with traffic in Lagos.
In Lagos, yeah,
after
definitely.
this.
All right, it's traffic report. Of course, traffic in Lagos. You can be a part of this. You can send us tweets at TVC Connect. Twitter, of course, will be the social media network of choice. It's easier to get tweets across, right? Our handle is at TVC Connect, and use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC, okay? So let's start from here. Let's see how this is Magodo Ketu, Ikosi area. Let's see how it is around Lagos. It will take you exactly, okay, not exactly, but about 59 minutes to an hour to head from CMD Road to the island, and that's talking about CMS, okay? Third Mainland Bridge, of course, the whole of Third Mainland Bridge, of course, traffic has built up. From CMD Road heading towards Oworo, it's quite light, but immediately you get past Oworo, right onto, after Adiniji, onto the Third Mainland Bridge, it's very thick there. But then at some point along the E1, it frees up on Third Mainland. Just a bit of segment there. I don't know how, why, what will cause that, but at some point it frees up. In fact, it's almost very free, right in the middle, and then it picks up again very heavy traffic. So I wouldn't know why that is the issue at this point, but hey. And then once you get up onto Ring Road, there's a little bit of freedom. Ring Road, and then of course you know how it is on the island. Now if you're going to head to the island via Ikorodu Road, let's take you through Ojota, and yeah, your first point where you would have issues would be, of course, predictably at Maryland. Yeah, that's the first point where you have issues. Okay, the whole journey will take you about an hour 19 minutes, so okay, an hour 31 minutes to head. So for now, your best option at this particular point in time would be Third Mainland Bridge over Ikorodu Road. Third Mainland Bridge at 31 minutes. So your first, the first point where you are going to have issues would be Maryland. Maryland. That's the first point where you have issues. Maryland, and then okay. So this is what happens now. If you head. If you are on Ikorodu Road and you know that Anthony, just after Anthony, the bypass that you can cut over and get back into Third Mainland Bridge, that place will take you an hour 19 minutes. You can cut off the whole full hour 31 minutes that will get you to the island, so you can use that bypass and get across. But if you're still going to head across, you get up to Obanikoro. Obanikoro, that's where you get the next clutch of traffic. Obanikoro stretches all the way. The traffic goes on up until a little past ABC Transport, that's Jibowu. A little past ABC Transport, that's Jibowu. And from there, it's quite a bit free. And then it picks up at Chisco. Chisco is at, I don't know the exact area now, but it frees up after Chisco for a bit. And it's here and there up until just before Ikmori. Picks up there, quite very heavy at Ikmori. And yeah, up onto Echo Bridge and all of that. You know, it's there and there, moves up and down, okay? Yomi, let's see if we can get some tweets while I check out access to other roads. Yeah.
I've got a few tweets here. Build up of heavy traffic from Obaniko Road down to Onikpan this morning. So that's 2 minutes ago. So that it's quite a heavy build up. If you're heading from here to Victoria Island this morning, it's going to be about, through Ikorodu Road, it's going to take you about 2 hours. That's a long time. Also, lots of traffic at between Onikwan and Fade Ijibo. That's quite busy right now. So Ikorodu Road is actually quite busy today. Ojota has a really bad spot. And so you need to be careful when you're going through that direction, and the traffic is also quite heavy there. More traffic reports. 9 minutes ago on traffic butter. Going to Maryland this morning is a little bit busy from Total Filling Station, and as the rain is coming down. So you know how it is when it rains, traffic builds up, and that's happening right now at Maryland. And motorists, okay, well, somebody just ranting there on traffic, but motorists are suffering too much in Lagos, somebody says. Yeah, so not too happy.
Why? Was there any reason?
Well,
did you give any reason?
Not too happy with this morning's traffic situation, especially on Ikorodu Road. It's quite busy on Ikorodu Road right now. Usually, you know, when it rains, under the bridge gets quite flooded, and it takes a while to come out of that area. So those are two tweets that I have, major tweets that I have ongoing right now if you're going through the Ikorodu Road access to the island.
Okay, all right, let's look at Fagba. This is Fagba Kute Road up until Ikeja. It's surprising for me, but it will take you 37 minutes to head from Fagba to Ikeja. All right, let's take you through the fastest route. Now, you'd have to bear with me. It's as though you're starting from Chinex Boutique. I don't know if you know that place, like I know anyways, but yeah, I can see it here. Up until Rafat Superstore, that will be the route you have to use. And then you go via Oladire Street. And then you head up onto Needles and Salted and Sweetened Couture, Bazaar Supermarket, BMA. That's the route you'd have to use. Normal College. I mean, would you send your kid to a school named Normal College?
No, not likely.
So you see, your name means quite a lot. Your name means quite a lot. Normal. You say it's Superstar College or something. That might maybe get more people. But yeah, you'd have to use through Caterpillar. You know, that's Caterpillar Akilo, and that's the fastest route to get from Fagba to Ikeja. That's all on traffic report. I'll go join you, Emir. There's quite a lot trending. We'll see how much of it we can cover and what's up and about.
All right, so we're going to be starting with, as I'm waiting for Mike to join me, we're looking at a number of things that have been trending. Starting with, of course, the big news from yesterday, talking about the sex for grades issue that started trending through a BBC documentary that came out over the weekend, which is quite crazy, the sex for grades documentary that came out.
Like, whoa.
So let's bring everybody up to speed. A young lady called Kiki Modi, who I met in 2015, by the way, because I think she was a journalist in Benin at the time. She goes undercover for the BBC and does this documentary over a 9-month period where she exposed atrocities by lecturers across these two universities, these two major universities in West Africa.
West Africa.
And it has caused an uproar.
As in a major one.
One of the top 5 trends globally yesterday.
Wow, major.
The top trend in Nigeria, obviously, I mean, the top trend in West Africa, Nigeria and Ghana. And of course, so it sparked a lot of uproar. I saw the BBC report. I also saw the documentary, and it's just very, I mean, atrocious.
You know, so let's see. Now, this is not something that we're very used to in this part of the world. You know, we're not used to. It's hard to prove things like this, but in this case, I mean, you have incontrovertible, like evidence is just, it's out of this world. In fact, he has been suspended by his local assembly. He has been suspended by the university. There's a video of the lecturer, the Ghanaian lecturer, who actually went to class to teach, and the students were laughing, and he started crying. He started crying. There's a video out now.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
There's a video out now. He was crying. So he was bold to even go to class to even teach. He was quite bold. You know?
I mean, having heard that happened, you still went to class to teach.
So he was being laughed at and all of that. And of course, this is Dr. Boniface. You can see there.
Yeah, that's.
So generally, we all say we're all happy this is happening because a lot of these girls. In fact, Kiki herself was a victim of sexual assault.
So I'm just reading on her own Twitter page now, and she actually has never graduated.
Wow.
She never graduated. So because she was a victim of sexual harassment, she never went back to school after repeated issues that she had, and so had to then look for a job that she could do, which was journalism, something that which was because she was passionate about it. So now she's saying, according to a tweet just about 5 hours ago, somebody said, so Kiki Modi never graduated. Wow. Then she said in response, I never did. She says, I'm a university dropout. I hope to go back to school because I genuinely enjoy learning. I just hope to do it in a saner and safer environment.
Now, talking about sane and safe, she has already said that she has started receiving threats to her life. A number of people say she's a national treasure, and I would mostly agree. We should ensure that nothing happens to her, you know, and then, of course, she's going to definitely school outside the country. That would be
so she can't go to school.
She can't go to Unilag or somewhere. But although if she goes to Unilag, from afar, when they see her coming, they will just give her away. In fact, let's be having a meeting with her in the Senate building. No cold room. And by the way, Unilag has closed the cold room.
Yeah.
They've closed.
I didn't even know that. I thought it was just like a name for a particular place. I didn't know it was actually.
There was actually a cold room, but that was what he was saying, you know. That was what he
Terrible.
was saying and all that. So she was brave. She even put up her name out there. She put up her pictures. You know, some people would have said she might have blurred her face. She might have continued being incognito, you know.
Yeah.
Even in the video, she could blur her face so that only the people involved would know who she was.
Yeah.
But whichever way she did this thing, kudos to her, a great one. Maybe this would help stem the tide when it comes to sexual exploitation.
It will, because now with the
in
two
schools.
issues, I mean, this is the second lecturer that has been openly exposed like this. So obviously, I mean, they're going to be more careful over the next few months and years.
True.
And gradually, we're going to see this situation begin to ease up a little bit, because a lot of young girls are being affected.
Very,
and
quite
it's
a lot.
quite bad
Quite a
for
lot.
some of them.
Quite a lot. All right, kudos, great one. Well, moving forward from that, we'll just take this break now. We will be back. Birthday shout out is a big thing, though. Some people take it very seriously. Your birthday, yeah, they're coming right up.
Excellent morning to you.
Of course, and welcome back to Wake Up Nigeria. It's the second lap of the show.
Yes, indeed. As always, we are coming to you live from TVC Studios, studios of TVC Communications, right here in Lagos, this wet Tuesday morning. We've been bringing it like only Wake Up Nigeria can. My name is Mike Mesikeno.
And
I'm Yomi Okwe. Don't forget, we're streaming live right now. If you have to be out as soon as you can, because there's a lot of traffic. We're streaming live, and you can find us on tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook as well at TVC Connect.
Definitely, if you have to drop a comment if you want to, then you should use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Our pages are on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Use the hashtag, like I said, once again, Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
Yeah, you know Mike likes tech, so yeah, it'll be important for you to download our app. Check it out.
Definitely.
And both on the Android and iOS stores. Now, this app allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world.
Yep, and then, of course, this morning, it's really why it was this day that was chosen. Now, I have a guy in the kitchen also. So today, it's the guy's show. We've got
everything is very muscular on the show today.
Chef Nathaniel of Natido Cuisine is in the house, and he'll be bringing a new recipe into the kitchen very shortly. How are you doing, Natido?
I'm very good. Good morning, everyone.
Okay.
Come and have a taste of some of that bread that you put in there, because this coffee is not working this morning. Anyway, we're going to be going straight to the rest of this morning's highlights. What we have for you. 1 hour has gone by already, but there's still more to come.
Yeah, of course, we have a health discussion with Dr. Isima Shobande on managing skin acne.
And right after that, gospel singer and songwriter Bimri is going to be giving us a musical performance.
And then we are going to have the only lady in the house today, Amal Kash. She will be here with us for entertainment updates later on.
And on parenting, coach and founder of Lagos Moms, Yeti Williams, will be here to talk about the importance of creativity in parenting.
I like that.
Creative parenting.
Creative parenting. Of course, finally, we have a chat coming up with actor and model Emmanuel, who will be here to talk about what he's been up to.
This one is actor and thug.
As in, who is there?
Tough guy.
Definitely. So, are you asking that Fowls was also trending? While,
I was wondering why he was trending, and then you told me. Oh my goodness.
So, I feel like, so we've always spoken about how we expect celebrities to take the forefront in different things. And I would say not everybody can jump on a bandwagon
every single time
at the same time
Yeah.
or every single time. You know, let people choose what they want to do. And that, it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't feel the pain or whatever is happening at that point in time. You know, Fowles has been in the forefront when it comes to such activism, and you know, so he's trending because people expect him
to have spoken by now. Look, I mean, I follow Fowles on social media, and I know that he's been in like 3 Canadian provinces over the past few days. So
pushing his show and all
probably
of that.
doesn't even.
So I think we're all there's a power in all of us when all of us can push it and all of that.
Exactly.
You know,
And look, if he doesn't have a comment regarding anything, don't push him. Just leave him.
Just let.
If somebody has no comment.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at my Instagram page, I can't even remember the last time I posted. So I'm just saying
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
Exactly. So you don't let those kind of things get. And then a number of other things also. MI, you know what happened? He's now starting a no snake tour.
That's
like
crazy.
That.
I don't know.
We'll talk about
is he taking it too far?
He's going around the US, North America now. He has about 7 stops in North America.
Called No Snakes Tour.
Yeah.
Wow. And I hear he's also doing merchandising as well, selling T-shirts.
Selling T-shirts.
Oh my
Right. We'll talk about that. Morning.
So today is actually a special breakfast. I call it CM Vuse breakfast, and it's basically bread and egg in honor of my mom. So that's just basically what we're doing today. We have our bell peppers here, we have our eggs, we have filet fish, we have spices, vegetable oil, milk, and cheese with our bread. So this is the bread we're going to be using today. So just a special breakfast.
You can see the ingredients there.
Yeah.
Let's go over the ingredients that we're using today. We're doing what? CM what?
CM Vuse breakfast.
Hey, CM Vuse.
Yeah.
This is in commemoration of mom, right?
Yes, just to celebrate and honor her.
We got egg, milk, butter, cheese, quite a number of other things here. Bell pepper, green, yellow, red. You guys like color here.
Yeah,
What's that?
This filet fish.
Filet?
Yeah, like boneless fish.
Filet fish.
Yeah, just boneless.
Latino. Oh yeah, let's go there. Let's go there. What's the first thing we're doing?
What we're doing is to marinate the fish. We have mixed spice here.
Yeah, what spice is that?
This is like a mixture of seasoning spice. Here is black pepper, turmeric, oregano. It's actually a branded spice. All these all seasoning mix.
Oh, wonderful,
so
wonderful.
Instead of you using salt and so just.
Not all about. Okay, so we don't have anything like salt and all of that,
Yes,
right?
everything's already mixed. Then we have some rosemary.
What? Okay, rosemary. What brand of fish is this? What type of fish is this? I know it's filet.
Yeah, just,
okay, filet is the name of the fish.
No, it's just the type of the fish that is boneless.
Boneless.
Yeah, it's actually a brand. So all these brands.
Okay.
Just so you can actually get it at any local store, supermarket.
Okay.
So just to garnish.
Good. So we use the spices and rub all the thing. I like that you're using your gloves and all of that.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So that it's neat and yeah. Quick one.
So it now looks somewhat like chicken.
Yeah, it does. It actually does look chicken breasts.
Yeah.
And all of that. That's the place.
We have our oil.
It's no bone.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of oil, right?
Yes.
This little oil people do, eh? So as little oil as possible. So I've learned to reduce my oil as much as I can.
You know, you're
whenever I'm
getting
trying to.
old, so.
How cute this guy. He said I'm already getting old.
Yes, nah.
Don't drive me home. Yeah, people like us are active. Okay, so, but yeah, generally even if you're a kid, you reduce oil, right?
Yeah, just
reduce oil. Yeah, so
try to reduce the
cholesterol.
And others.
Yeah, and all of that. So
although
reduce
some brands will be saying that there's no cholesterol, but it's just packaging.
That's talking your own, right? Okay, that's it. Our filet fish is going into the pan. We'll take this short recess. We're still here while Matilda is getting all of this. We have Niger Fit Moms in the house. Of course, we have a lot more on the show. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Now, Dr. Isime has joined us this morning to discuss managing skin acne. Dr. Isime is an aesthetic physician with Laserdam Clinics. She is certified by the American Academy of Aesthetic Medicine and Plastish Training. I'm going to find out what that means. And her core is managing skin acne, pigmentation disorders, scarring, and aging skins. And she's joining us this morning to talk about this issue of acne, how to manage it. And for some people, it's worse than others. But maybe we should start from the beginning. Could you describe what acne is and what the causes are?
Okay, so acne is an inflammation of the pilosebaceous glands. So basically what that means is the hair follicle and then the glands around it in the skin. So usually it gets clogged up with sebum, and then that provides a very good environment for bacteria to grow. So that's the basic of it. But there are a lot of factors that can make the acne be more pronounced in some people than in others.
Yeah, I know typically when people hit puberty, then they have acne on their faces and all of that. But that's for certain persons, when they then get older, it stops. But for some others, it just never stops. What accounts for these disparities in different people?
Okay, so there's a combination of various factors that are involved. There's genetics. There's the availability of the bacteria higher in some people than others. There's hormones as well, and there's something called steroid acne, where products that people use that contain high amounts of steroids can make the acne come out and even come out worse. So this can happen at various points. So you mentioned puberty. Usually that happens because there's an increase in the amount of hormones, and so it provides that environment for the acne to come out. But there are other factors as well. So if there's a combination of factors most of the time, then we see it's worse in some people. Yeah.
But does climate also have a role to play? I know that there's people who have said that when the weather is really hot, the acne is worse and things like that happen. But when it's colder, they then notice that there's less of that. Is that also bacterial action, or what's happening there?
So that's more of the environmental factors. So some people, when they change locations, move from one area, even within the country, from one area to another, or outside the country, or they're coming from outside the country to Nigeria, we see things like that happen. So it's just a factor of the environment. And for some people, there may be some things that they're exposed to. For some, maybe the water or something that changes the pH and the normal balance of the skin, that also allows the acne to be more pronounced, to come out more.
Now, Doc, I've also seen, I mean, growing up, school, and even after school, I've seen some people with like serious acne conditions, like which is not normal at all. So you see the normal ones that come and go, and then you see for some people it's really bad. What accounts for those kinds of situations? Those are kind of extreme cases.
Okay, so it still boils down to those factors. Ideally, the best thing to do really would be to come in to see a doctor so that we can go through everything, assess it. In such severe cases, we may need to do more tests or something like that. But generally, acne is clinically diagnosed, meaning you come into the clinic, you say, doctor, and then doctor takes a look at your skin and knows that, oh, this is acne, and then they know how to manage it. But if it's severe and it's protracted, meaning it's been on for a long period of time, then we would maybe want to look into doing hormonal studies or just doing some more investigations and then stepping up the treatment options that we have to offer.
So now, Doc, we've talked about you talked about seeing a doctor now, which is where we're going. One of the things that I know I've always also seen online and different locations is that, okay, you can manage acne. You can also prevent it in some cases and all of that. So can you just take us through some of the steps that people can take in at least managing it at home and ensuring that they don't have like extreme cases and things like that, or recurrent issues with acne?
So generally with acne, it boils down also to good skincare practices, because a lot of the time people have acne and then they feel like they need to do things that are a bit extreme, and generally that tends to put in a lot of acidic things on their faces, and that can dry out their skin, but it ends up bringing out more acne, because if skin is too dry, it can break out. If it's too oily, it can break out as well. So it comes to using a good face wash. So a balancing wash is best, but I mean, if they need to come in, it will be better so we know what type to give. But if you're just at home, just a regular good face wash without any harsh ingredients would be fine.
Yeah, because speaking of harsh ingredients, there was a time when I was younger, I think, just as I was getting into university, I had lots of pimples and all sorts of strange things on my face. And my mother gave me this thing, this bottle of whatever it was. It had lots of alcohol. It smelled like alcohol. It was blue in color.
Okay.
And I used it for like 2 weeks, and then it looked like my face was breaking up. Like it was really, really dry. So I didn't understand. So instead of solving the problem, it looked like it made the problem worse.
Yes.
So what are you saying there? That people should be careful what products they use?
Yes, they should. A lot of things that happen in terms of people that come to the clinic that I see these days, they have been exposed to harsh products, really, and this has made their skin worse. So I think it's all in the bit to maybe circumvent the medical intervention, but it's really important to come in to see a doctor just to have that assessment and to be sure that you're on the right track. So a lot of products that that people use on their skin can be quite harsh, and we need to know that there are ways to use these things if we have to introduce these things, and then if we don't have to, how to manage the skin. So it boils down to using the right products, doing proper treatments as well on the skin.
Okay, so you talked about face wash. A lot of people can't afford face wash. So if I'm just a regular person and I take my bath normally and you do the things that I'm supposed to do, are there any homemade remedies or just things that I can do just to manage the situation without having to do any extra expense in the area of buying extra products like face washes and scrubs and things like that?
Yeah, so even, well, to be honest, there should be face washes available at different price points, and that's even just the beginning. To treat the acne itself, we tend to move towards things like retinoids and benzoyl peroxide, and knowing how to combine these things too is in the purview of the doctor. So I really wouldn't say to do home remedies just because of people that I've seen that end up with the side effects. And I'm not sure it would be best to...
Because I've seen some home remedies. I remember way back again, many years ago, where they would say put lime on your face.
Yes, and things like that, and it just...
Some chalk and some strange things. There was something called Shirley that people used to use back in the 80s. Really terrible. Yeah, so I know that there are many things that people have tried over the years as pimple remedies. So basically you're saying avoid things like that, go to the hospital.
Go to the hospital, go to a skin clinic. So it will be better. So you know you're in safe hands as you go along with your treatment plan. It's usually best. Wow,
this is really good. I like the way this conversation is going. People should avoid using harsh products on their faces. Try and manage your skin by keeping it clean and washing it and all of that.
Sunscreen too is quite important. A lot of people think black people don't need sunscreen, but it's really
sunscreen and things like that.
Sunscreen.
That's extra expense now, Doc. But anyway, I understand what you're saying, and thank you for coming and talking to us today. Hopefully, someone who has learned a thing or two out there today. Now we have a performance for you, a second performance. Abimbola Olaniji, also known as Bimri, is a dynamic gospel and inspirational singer who got into the industry in the year 2011 with the hit single, Awa Dupe. Now, the singer-songwriter then went on to work on his debut album, So Good. Now, he has worked with top Nigerian gospel acts like Kenny Core and others. He's going to be giving us a performance this morning. There he is, looking handsome. All right, so take it away, Bimri.
This is us. How far we've gone with our Lavuzé?
CM Vusé breakfast.
Yeah. Sem Vusé?
Yes, Sem Vusé. It's actually honor of my mom.
Yep.
So it's what we do call her. So we are now to do the scrambled eggs. We finished
Scrambled
frying
eggs,
the
okay.
fish.
Our fish is okay,
fish
right?
is okay.
All right, so that's it. Our CM Vusé, and that those are the ingredients that we are using for it that you're seeing on the screen. So this is a scrambled egg, eh?
Yes, just add little milk so it to be creamy.
Egg and milk?
Yeah.
And this was some people used to take raw like. Is it good? Is it how healthy is it taking this raw like this?
No, it's not raw. We're going to.
I know, I'm asking.
Okay, just.
I know some people used to take it raw like this. They used to help with different things.
I don't know for them.
Huh? Have you ever out there, okay, you know what, let us know on social media at TVC Connect, have you ever taken raw Indomie and egg, pardon me, I said Indomie, raw egg and milk? Have you ever tried that? Have you ever tried that? If you've ever tried that, let me know. Let me know why you tried it. There's a brand that has that name, but let me know if you've ever tried raw egg and milk, and let me know what you think and why you tried it. So, our peppers are in the pan, and Chef Natido is showing himself. So, you know what I found out about this thing? So, what are you doing now?
So, I'm just stir-frying the...
stir fry, huh?
The eggs.
So, I found out that this pepper, this guy's just using for color. It's a fizzy. It doesn't really have use inside the thing.
No, it really has. It really has. Yeah. It's just, instead of the Scotch bonnet, it's actually pepperish. So, this is like an alternative for those who don't like much pepper. Yes. And also, it's also used for just to garnish it.
So, wait, this fish don't done like this?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
But you still get white inside now?
And it will be, this is how it's meant to be, because we are not grilling it.
Okay.
If we are grilling it, it would have been much darker.
But we'll still put it back inside there?
No, that's all.
This all?
Yeah. That's what we're going to use for it.
This fish no be like say it all done now.
That's just how it is going to be.
We'll still put this fish more, make you let the fish have more color. It's still looking like white. You know, you guys like some things not very well cooked.
Just
like it,
partial. Yeah.
You know. Okay, so that's our egg and milk.
Yes.
So you said the milk is to add what to make it what now? Creamy, eh?
Yeah, creamy and rich.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now that's something. That's something. That's something. That's something.
Yeah.
That's something. All right, that's getting set. While that is getting on. But really, so this is all we're doing to this fish? Oh,
yes.
I expected a little bit of something and all of
darker.
That. Yeah, let it make the thing fry more, make it enter this thing. Come on, you are dead.
This is my recipe.
This is your recipe?
Yeah.
You have it now. So anybody that does it now, that is your recipe. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So anybody that does it anywhere is Natido's recipe.
It depends on
You're going to have to pay royalties to Natido if you do this, if you make this food anywhere. You just have to call him and ask him for send his account number. Have you?
Yeah, sure.
Wouldn't you like that?
I can send your own too.
I can send my own too?
Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't worry. By the way, that made me remember. I'll talk about it someday on tech. All of you that didn't give away and you'll be dropping your account number anyhow. Be very careful. We'll talk about that later, sometime on tech, quite soon. Okay? So, but yeah, Chef Natido is done with
scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs, a scrambled egg, eh?
Yeah.
The other one is they call it sunny side up, right? That's the one you will pour everything straight.
Just pour everything.
You don't mix it.
So we're now going to do the bread.
What kind of bread is this?
It's just a special bread.
What's special about it?
That's just it's actually brand.
It's a brand.
It's from the supermarket.
Is it unleavened? Does it have taste? Is it sweet? Is it?
Yeah, it's more like the sweet.
The sweet bread, one,
yes. More like the fresh bread.
This particular brand, like you go to the shop, you see one long queue. Now go to the express, you see boys hawking it on the express.
And that long queue, so
you leave there, you see one long queue. Just you know. Okay. By the way, Yomi is very, very much interested in this bread, you know. So Yomi said he has to have one of it. So, well, toasting the bread.
Yeah, we're toasting the bread.
This is local toasting now.
Mike, you're trying yourself this morning.
Yomi, you're looking at one, right? Because I know
since the ladies are away, you know, I'm sure we can share the food.
So for today,
equally, there's no fight. There's no fight.
Yeah, no fight at all.
Yeah,
Halima is out of the equation. We are just myself, yourself, Mr. Musa, and producer Francis Azubuike. Just four of us. No other person. No more. Those names have called. Those are the names. Any other name that enter that list
is out.
I will give you the reason why governors fear UFCC. You know. Okay. So, but okay. So we're toasting this in our local way. Did you put a little oil? Or
just little oil.
Little oil. Little oil.
Or you can also use butter as an alternative.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. That's good. If I was using a normal toaster, is it okay to put butter by the side of the bread?
Yeah, you can actually use it.
Grease it, because normally what I do is that I'll toast first before I put the butter on.
Alternatively.
Okay.
You can either put it to try to like melt with it together instead of you just putting after you've already toasted it and now rub it.
But I'm talking about really toaster, not sandwich maker. I know some people they don't know the difference between toaster and sandwich maker.
Toaster and sandwich maker.
Let me show them. There's what this the hand. So this one is what they call toaster. And you put it there, this guy had too much. That toaster. The other one you put it that's the sandwich maker. So this one they say toaster. Don't call that one toaster. They are not all toasters. They are all different. That's what would have done to this thing. This thing is looking very nice. Would have used it, but okay. But don't worry. This is the local way. Yeah. In case you don't have access to this one or you cannot get this one, you can definitely use your frying pan. That's a no grease, no stick.
Non-stick.
Non-stick pan. So what's the concept of non-stick? You know they burn.
Yes, that's just the idea. Because if it is stick pan, once anything that you put on it to start.
So if you use firewood,
if
you use that firewood, those type you use cook party jollof rice. You want them to say firewood no go burn this thing.
It will burn it off.
So the thing have level. Your no grease or no stick have levels. And use those firewood, those type that they use for this thing.
So just gonna add the second one to it.
Okay. You took off the sides of the bread and all of that.
Yes,
but we still have cheese here. What are we doing with our cheese?
It's for the garnishing.
It's for the garnishing, right? Are we done with our milk?
Yeah, we're done with our milk.
Yummy, I might need some coffee with this, you know. I need to take my second cup, you know. So that's something
that is to eat. So we're just going to add a little oil to grease it up. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're almost done. I'm still looking at this fish, but I know Yomi might have something to say about this fish. I feel it still needs a little bit more frying. But Yomi, what do you think? Do you think this is okay?
Yeah.
This fish is okay? You think it's okay?
Seeing that I don't like fish much, when they do fry it, they should fry it very dry.
They should fry it dry, right?
Yeah. That's for me, though. That's
your head is dead. All right, but I know you're not talking about fish. I know you're going to be talking about Indomie and some other things that they are doing, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Okay, so take it away.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Mike. Now, in Nigeria, several children have contributed to the development of the country, but over the years, many of these children have not been recognized. Now, 12 years ago, Dufil Prima Foods began an initiative which has now, of course, taking on the life of its own and has essentially become a movement. Now, it's called the Indomie Independent Day Award. Now, it's IIDA and solely for children. Now, of course, over the past 12 years or so, Indomie has impacted several lives of children who are below the age of 15, and they've done something heroic in 3 major categories: social and physical bravery. And they, of course, usually are given 1 million naira in scholarship each. And so far, 40 children have benefited from this scholarship, and more are expected to emerge in this year's award. So yes, finally, the Indomie Independent Day Award is coming up this year. Now, joining me on the program today is the Group Public Relations and Event Manager, Mr. Tokwe Ashiwaju. He's joining us today from Indomie. Good to see you, sir.
Good morning, Diogo.
I like this shirt that you're wearing.
Thank you so much.
You probably will give it to me before you leave.
I hope it's your size.
hopefully. Now, Indomie has the largest noodles factory in West Africa. Yeah. And they've obviously made impact in Nigeria's economy, providing employment and doing so many things, even in the area of CSR. Yes. But talk to us about this unique project, the IIDA.
Okay, thank you very much, and good morning, viewers. Essentially, what we thought when we started this initiative in 2008 was because we felt there was that space, most especially in Nigeria, because we found out that a lot of awards had been given in the past, but none specifically was targeted at this particular group of children. We know these are children who had done a lot out of their own volition without recourse or without having in the back of their mind that some measure of gift or rewards were going to come their way. So it was a thing that they were doing spontaneously, and we felt we needed to showcase these children first and foremost so that at least other Nigerian children can also see that there are a lot of good things happening in Nigeria and there are things that are worth emulating. And that's why we started this initiative.
Excellent. Now, Mr. Oshiwaju, talk to us about this award process, because, you know, people are listening and they're saying, oh, heroic things. Maybe they know a child that is in their neighborhood or somewhere that has done something heroic. And maybe they want to enter for this year's awards I mean, I think it's past already. Well, maybe next year's award. But talk to us about the entire process and how it works.
Thank you. Okay, it starts by, there's what's called the search process. It's actually divided into 3 categories. I mean, there's what's called the search exercise. These are why when we come to media houses like yours and we ask Nigerians to actually send in their stories to us by saying that whoever you know that have done anything exemplary could be shared with us.
Now, we can see pictures on the screen of past winners and also I think, this is the current winner, one of the current winners from last year.
Past winner as well.
Yeah,
one
a
of
past
the past
winner.
winners, yes.
A past winner from, this was 2017?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what actually, so we just ask these stories, and when people send it, I mean, they send it to our website, or we have a project manager, and so we have research.
Okay, so now just before we go on this quick break, IIDA is in its 12th year. Is there something you're doing that is unique this year, a bit different from former years, previous years?
There's always something unique about every year, because of course the stories are different actually. So right now, as of this year, we have more stories than we've ever had in the past. So I mean, we had close to 1,000 stories collected, nationwide.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a huge number. That's absolutely amazing.
That's why we keep thanking you, especially the media partners, for asking all these people to send in their stories, and we hope that we'll just continue to do a lot better.
Wow, Mr. Oshiwaju, thank you so much for joining us
on
the show. IIDA is finally here. You know, it's one of the things that we always look forward to on Wake Up Nigeria, and I'm sure that we're going to be there this year as well to see who the award winners are going to be.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break now and be back with more. Well, great morning so far up here, and excellent morning to you this Tuesday.
Of course, we've gotten used to having a swell time. Even though it's so early, you know, some people are just starting their days and then we're ending here on the show, but then we help kickstart your day on the best note possible, bringing a splash of sunshine into your face.
Splash of sunshine. That's especially on a cold, wet morning like this.
Cold morning.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for staying with us over the last 2 hours. 2 hours has gone by already. But yeah, we're here with you.
It's the final lap, the last 45 minutes now. Trust us, Wake Up Nigeria has a lot more to bring to you. I am Mike Messi-Keno.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. All the ladies on the show are resting today. MM.
They're resting today.
With her baby girl.
Yeah.
Titi still in bed.
Some time off.
And Mary, hope you get well quickly.
Better, yeah, definitely.
Mary's a little bit under the weather, but she should be back with us by tomorrow or Thursday. Anyway.
Hopefully.
You can stream with us live at tvcentertainment.tv right now.
Of course, on Facebook, it's at TVC Connect. And in comments, use the hashtag WakeUpNigerianTVC.
Yeah, the app is also available for download both on the Android and the iOS stores. And this app allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world.
Definitely, you need to have internet connection for that. Now we're bringing you up to speed with our celebrities and what they have been doing, what they've been up to. The entertainment scene, entertainment news is coming up quite shortly.
And right after that, parenting expert Yeti Williams of Lagos Moms will be discussing the importance of creative parenting, especially in view of the 21st century.
And then lastly, we'll have a chat with award-winning actor and model Emmanuel.
You're expecting a hall. You're expecting a hall. You're expecting a hall. Who's there?
Yeah.
It's cold in here, so it's making me remember that cold room is also trending.
Oh, oh, cold room was there were like 7 trends yesterday relating with the sex for grades or sex for marks.
Let me see, 1,
Unilag.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Of course,
7.
Kiki Modi, the
about 7, 8 trends now are related to it because Aso is also there. I know that's still related to it. There's Kiki, of course, herself, who has stated that she has received some subtle threats to her life.
So she should just keep under the radar for now.
Like, she should just go incognito now. I'm just thinking of, but then great job there. And then cold room.
It would be nice to have Kiki on the show, just I'll have a conversation with her. It would be nice.
They said they've closed the cold room down, though.
Shut it down.
Baba was just giving out all the
information.
We're just giving out all the information.
I think they gave him jazz.
They gave him jazz. The cold room experience. For the cold room experience, there are 2. So now
that video was so embarrassing.
There's 2 criteria for the cold room experience.
Oh, okay. Well, I did.
You lock the door and switch off the light. So once those two criteria have been, fulfilled, then cold room experience is on its way. And then Mama is done and say, hey, that's an example of cold room experience. I know I'm laughing, man, but
that video, really, really embarrassing. I mean, it's something that now that it's happened, it's out there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of pressure on the university system to make changes, not just Unilag, but several of the other universities as well. Because I then heard several people telling stories in their own university, I wish they had come to my university. Yeah. I wish they had come to OAU and things like that.
So OAU was coming up in the discussion quite a lot.
Yes.
What's up with you guys? You guys have cold room there too?
If a guy should comment.
If a guys, what's up? Let us know, right? If you ever went to UI, OAU, pardon me,
yeah.
OAU, UI is Badon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, OAU is Ife. Yeah, if you ever went to OAU, just let us know the cold room experience in OAU. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Let's know what you think about all that. But then, somebody brought up something and said it's 2 ways. There's also the case of where students also offer to lecturers.
Exactly. I heard a lot of that as well.
The statement now came out that if the system wasn't flawed, you wouldn't have that scenario.
Exactly.
Right, welcome back. It's entertainment news making her debut on the show. Amal Cash is in the house. How are you doing, Amal Cash?
I'm good.
Great to have you.
Good to have you
OAP, entertainment journalist. She's going to be here talking about the stories that we have today. You're welcome. So, first up, it was big. It was very big. Tyler Perry. He's in the news as he's the first black man to own a major studio in the US.
I think it's really, really great. I think, it's, black man magic or whatever they call it.
Black man magic, I like that. Black man magic, I like that.
It's quite great for him, and what's great is he named all his studios after black people. Which was great, but I think what took the shine off it is the picture that Beyonce took.
That picture, and someone said Beyonce rarely puts captions on her picture. Now she took this picture of Tyler Perry and then she put up a long caption.
She put a Sunday caption, like
it was a long caption. Like I was like,
"Good evening, esteemed."
Yeah. She broke it down. She's proud. She's happy. What do you think this does for the black community in the United States?
I think it gives, black people have if I'm going to say, I feel like black people have always been oppressed in the industry. And the fact that Tyler Perry now has his own studios, and he gives people fair chances. Because I remember there's a time when a lady put up a whole banner.
A billboard, very
a
big
billboard
one. Very
saying
big one.
Tyler Perry should hire me. And Tyler Perry said, if you want me to hire you, come for auditions. It's a fair chance.
It's a fair
so
chance.
I think he gives people a fair chance. And I think by him having these studios, black people, if I'm going to say and not sound racist, black people get a chance to be in the limelight.
It's okay, it's cool. It's cool to say that. It's cool to say that. It's cool to say that. Very nice. Great one, Tyler Perry. Okay, all right. Let's move on from there now. There's now, Fowles was nominated for this particular Best Flow Award for the BET, and it created a lot of brouhaha. Everybody was like, look, man, Fowles is not really that. I feel he is, but like, oh, no, we have better flows. But then he was up against Sarkodie, Nasty C, and some others, and Sarkodie finally picked that particular award. Did Fowles stand a chance, really?
I feel like Fowles is great. I'll say Fowles is great. But Fowles wasn't my worry in that category. It was Nasty C.
Okay.
Because Nasty C is like...
It's Nasty C. Yeah, it's Nasty C. Okay, so it's, of course, the Best International Flow Award. That was actually the award. And, so Sarkodie was the man and all of that. But this would, since we're talking about flows and all of that, we definitely have to talk a little bit about Viper. Emma gave a shout-out to Sarkodie, right? You feel this one. You're feeling this one. So what are you, Team Larry or Team Judah?
I don't know. I think they're both intelligent rappers.
Choose one team. Don't be for me. Okay, but then that's our job. But we're meant to be in the middle.
I'll have to go with Vector.
Yeah? Team Larry?
I have to go with Larry.
Wow, that's cool. Team Larry, good. So it should be emphasized. So, but MI gave a shout out to Sarkodie. Sarkodie responded. There is that mutual respect between them. And then, MI has, when you look at AKA, Nasty C, when you look at people from Casper Newverse and all of that, they always make reference to MI whenever we're talking. We're proud of MI. MI is national treasure.
MI is a legend. MI is a legend. Why I say Vector is because in my eyes, I could be wrong. Vector is a person coming up. In terms of intelligent rap, I mean, we have Vector, we have Dremo, and YC. Those are the three people I see in rap.
Okay.
So, Emma is intelligent, but unless he wants to continue rapping. But for now, I see Vector's coming up, so why not support the people coming after him?
But that's what he's doing, man. That's what he did to Larry. He was tutored. Let him do the Larry.
Which one was tutoring?
He was giving him Bible verses to help him.
He said, oh, yeah, go and read.
That's what he's helping. But then, hey, kudos. The story here, of course, has to be about Sarkodie. Great one to our Ghanaian brother.
But I love Sarkodie. I actually think Sarkodie is very underrated.
He is. Underrated.
We don't
rate him as much as we should.
As he needs to be rated. Because Sarkodie is one person that has carried his country on his back.
Wonderful.
I don't know what he's saying, but I just... I just keep shouting it everywhere.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Say money no be problem. Sarkodie, great one there. Don't mind them.
So, where am I standing up?
When it's not available to us to see. Why are we standing up to?
Where am I standing up to?
You should mind yourself, so make that available. Okay, so Yemi Alade is up for Grammy consideration. Now that things seem to be going, of course, in the right direction for her and all of that. Do you think, so there has been that whole thing for her. Now, she's been considered for a Grammy Award. Now, Yemi, who recently dropped her anticipated album, Woman of Steel, took to her Instagram account to celebrate the great news as she aims to move her musical career to the global stage. Okay, so there's always been that thing about Yemi Alade's talent. People have always doubted her talent,
Yemi Alade, for me, is one of the best artists, not even female artists, one of the best artists we have out of Africa.
Out of Africa, definitely.
Because when it comes to production, she's good. Stage performance, she's good.
She brings it on.
She delivers on albums.
She does.
She never, and she's consistent.
That's the word, consistent.
She's very consistent. So I think she just signed is it a publishing deal or a record deal with Universal Funds?
Yeah.
Which is great for her. I think this is overdue. I think she should have received it sooner.
Exactly.
But God's timing is always perfect. But she deserves this, and I really hope she gets this.
All right, we'll round up with what we have from Yemi. But Amaka, just a short personality. Where are you from, by the way?
Uganda.
Uganda? You can see the way they talk. Everyone, the accent is very fresh
It's
and all that.
just somehow.
Great to have you. How long have you been in Nigeria, by the way?
I've been here for close to a year.
Close to a year?
Yeah.
Okay, just maybe complete 2 years before we give you a passport and all of that.
Just something.
All right, it was good having you, Amal.
Thank you
we'll
so
sign
much.
off with this video of Yemi Alade, Nigeria's biggest export to the Grammys. All right, take it away. Let's see that.
I do make a mad over me. Find girls them plenty, but he leave them.
Welcome back. Now, as usual, we have our final guest, who is always very special on the show. And Emmanuel Ilemobayo is an award-winning actor who has been recognized as one of the top 10 actors by Hubrief International. Now, he won the share of My Fame Actor and Artist of the Year and has such movies as Oloture, Slow Country, King Invisible, and Royal Hibiscus to his credit. He's joining us on the show today to have a brief discussion. How you doing, sir?
Good.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
good morning.
Yeah, you look like one of those new Nollywood bad boys. Like, you're fast becoming a name that is being synonymous with some of those roles, but you're also very dynamic. We saw you play a part where you know, like a Yoruba movie. So there's a link between a lot of the things that you do and the dynamism in your characters and what you choose. But take us back a little bit. How did this all start for you?
Okay. Actually, I was working in a PR firm. You know, when I was growing up, my dad, my late dad, so rest in peace. So he saw that this guy, that I love entertainment. So I'm always in front of TV. So because of that, my dad bought a special TV for me.
Wow. Wow.
So but he made sure that I don't joke with my study and stuff. So anytime I come back from school, or just when I do my assignments, homework thing, bingo, boom, I'm in front of TV. I just be checking myself that, okay, maybe one day or something. Then along the line, fast forward, I found myself, my secondary school. Right now, most of my friends were kind of shocked, like, guy, we thought you were going to be working in one telecommunication company, but right now, entertainment. So before you know it, so when I was working in a PR firm, every time, some people would just walk up to me, are you a model? Are you an actor? Not that, though I started acting from my church too, drama and stuff, and I was very good. So, and before you know it, I make inquiry like, okay, I want to do this. Where do I? Then I went to National Theatre to go make inquiry. There's a place called Artist Village. And I went there, I just resigned my appointment. And people were like, guy.
So you took the step, you decided that you're going to take the step, resign from the PR firm, and just go straight into acting.
And I resigned, and it was tough, it was crazy. And people actually thought that, should them follow you from village or something like that, like, how could you leave that kind of when you don't even know where the future lies? I was like, guys got to take this risk. Because if you don't take risk in life, you just be at the back burner. And you only take what I give to you and what you want to offer. So I make inquiry. I started going for auditions. It was tough. You know, they will tell you, we'll get back to you. You know, back then, not like now that the social media thing is going, you know, you go to audition. Men see your name. Like, they will paste your name. That one alone, it's like... It's
a big deal because
it's a big deal.
They're not sending you a text message or anything. You're actually seeing your name.
Your name. So from there, we started going gradually, and bit by bit. I did my first short film. Then, before you know, a feature for Wale Adenuga production, and there's another TV series called Sweet Angel.
Sweet Angel, okay.
So it was then.
And then, you know, gradually, one thing led to another.
The other. Then I started moving to, but then I had to I left acting 2007. I went to modeling.
For a while.
For a while. Then I went to work on myself, and it was crazy. Then I came back.
Now, talk to us about when you came back to acting. Because you took a break, you worked on yourself, became better, and you came back and you landed your first major role. So talk to us about that aspect of it.
Okay, yeah. So I came back and I didn't leave acting though, but I just took a break like, guy, go and work on yourself because I'm tired of getting some no's and people are like, you know, the way Nigerians do their thing. I came back and July I get my major role. I haven't gotten my major role yet.
Even with Royal Hibiscus, because I thought that was...
Yeah, Royal Hibiscus. Yeah, shout out to Ebony Live TV. You know, there was a series that I did. It's called Madame Sarah's House.
Right.
You know, that was amazing. You know, so Royal Hibiscus, yeah, that's something. And great. Then I see one of...
Because it's a major movie.
Yeah, major movie. And
it's a major movie showed in the cinemas. It was really big. Locally and internationally, it broke in at the Canadian Film Festival.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
huge.
a small film.
Yeah. Royal Hibiscus gave me that big, like, in terms of my branding, Emmanuel Mobayo branding. People were like, wow. Wow.
And they saw you in a different light.
And they saw it in different light. Like, okay, this is not the normal kind of... some kind of film that would say, hey, we're seeing this, not just the normal Emmanuel Mobayo, now we're seeing an international brand.
Right.
You know, so they were seeing an international brand and, okay, wow, that could do a lot of things, that could represent, and then people are happy about that brand. Yeah. So, yes, Royal Hibiscus, it's an amazing movie, and then some other movies too. And from there, so I came back and started work, and people, filmmakers, you know, some filmmakers like, okay, some directors and producers, okay.
They're beginning to recognize you.
Recognize me, because back then, it was like, Emmanuel, you're too kind of skinny, kind of like, no flesh and stuff. We won't give you a lead role. You're a good actor.
But you don't have the body.
You don't have the body. Then, and that's okay. I normally, as a human, you will be upset. Like,
because somebody is, you know, they're trying to play you down.
But I look at myself, okay, I talk to myself, okay, Emmanuel Mobayo, you are not just Emmanuel Mobayo. You are a brand.
So this is you talking to yourself.
Yeah, this is me talking to myself,
forward,
pushing myself. So then I do some exercises, and this same set of people came back and say, ooh, this is what we're talking about. This is the Emmanuel Mobayo we're waiting for.
So you actually took time out to go and work on yourself.
Yes.
Build some muscle, become that leading man that the world wants, and now you're back.
And then now I'm back. So, and then I had to like, you know the way our industry is. Once you're good at a particular role, they want to
start pushing you in that role a lot.
So I take a break from that. You know, like, okay, no, because you know when you know about method acting, like, which means if you have to have it, you act as it. Okay, like the one I did in King Invincible. Do you know people actually thought I'm a drinker? No, I'm not. I remember
because you really demonstrated that in the role.
You know, so like because like I say, I worked for myself a lot and a lot of courses, you know, workshop training and stuff. So which means every role that I take, in real life, people actually thought it's something that I've done.
Or something that you do.
That I do. At the time, that is acting, that is make-believe, not Emmanuel Mobayo.
So now, Emmanuel, talk to us. I mean, there are people who are watching you right now, and, you know, they might just be seeing you for the first time and say, oh, okay, this is this guy that was in that movie and all of that. But you've really told us a story of quite a journey of over probably 10 to 12 years. So what would you say as advice to someone who, maybe they're a struggling actor right now, or a young person who is thinking of being like you? What would you say to them in the midst of their struggles? What should they be thinking about?
Okay, I've said this severally in different interviews, both local and international.
Yeah.
Like, once you want to act, and you tell yourself, I want to become an actor, first thing, you must have the talent, the faith, believe in yourself, the confidence, and the discipline.
Discipline.
It must be there. The discipline to be an actor, it's not just the fame thing. So you must have that. If that discipline is not there, and even though you're the most talented in the whole world, you won't go far. You will give up along the line. So when I keep telling people, like, once you have that discipline, again, keep working on yourself. Work on yourself, go for different classes, training, work on yourself. You might get plenty no's, but when you get that 1 yes, believe me honestly, that 1 yes will start opening doors for you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Anyway, we're not done yet. I'm going to take you to the kitchen now where you're going to meet with Mike and our chef for this morning. And we're going to be serving you breakfast. Are you ready?
Yes,
Let's go. Let's go. So this way, please.
Okay.
Emmanuel, you're welcome. It's great to have you.
That believes in himself.
You're welcome. Great to have you. Okay,
please have a seat over here,
please.
please.
Sit there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know this guy has been there for a while. I see him at some auditions. He has hustled. He has been there. No, when just you go for the audition by 5 o'clock and you are late. No, this guy can't put that there first. But yeah, great one. I'm wishing you all the best. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is Chef Nathaniel. All the guys in the kitchen. So Chef Nathaniel prepared this, and Chef Nathaniel, can you tell us what he's about to eat so that he knows?
Okay, this is a special breakfast. I called it CM Vuse breakfast in honor of my mom. So it's just basically bread and scrambled egg with fillet fish. So it's just a simple
you can try
breakfast.
it. You'd have to use your hand for that one.
Let's pick it up like a burger.
I should pick it up like a burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
And dive in.
Mr.
Hope when I eat this, I will look fresh. because I have a show coming up. I'm going to be a judge, so that I want people to see fresh food.
You need to be fresh for it.
It's called the bat search.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that show is going to be
This was
transform
supposed to be
Nigeria.
before, but since Mr. Musa's own has gone.
Okay, they've sent Mr. Musa.
Yes, they did. No, this is just me and you.
So I can start eating now.
Oh yeah, please go ahead. Have a taste. Have a taste. Let us know
try.
what you think.
Let's see
There
what
you go.
think.
Nice one. Chef Nathaniel, well done, man.
Well done, man. Okay, good one. Good one.
All right, let's start rounding off the show as Emmanuel Ilimobaye is having a taste of his food. A big thank you to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
And of course, all our guests for coming in on the show. Natito, nice one.
Yes,
your mom, what's her name?
Mrs. Disu.
Mrs. Disu. Okay, so this was...
he made this in honor of his mom.
Of his mom. So great one.
Who's somewhere around, I think.
Yeah, she's in the studio right now.
Somewhere in the studio. Around.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mom.
Thank you. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow. Midweek edition.
Yeah, 6 a.m.
Yeah, 6 a.m. We'll be there right there. Bye-bye.